a quick overview video of how you would access an Odro meeting and then how to use the features inside the front end of the platform, as in the meeting and interview side of it. So naturally, you will all have received your welcome pack by now, because this is how you'll have accessed this video. So on the welcome pack, you will have a section which includes all the meeting room links which are available to you and your organisation. So really, it's just a case of copying and pasting that link into one of the interview or meeting confirmation templates which was sent you. Again, this will be in the welcome pack. So the reason why we suggest that you use those templates is simply just to make sure that the process is as smooth as possible for any candidate, client, or any individual who's going to be attending a meeting or interview with you. Okay, so we do things a bit differently. We've embedded the meeting rooms on our website. If that's something that you want to do, then give us a shout and we'll show you how to do it. Really, all you would be doing in this instance is sending the link to the individual, and they would be then clicking on it. So if I hover over this here now and I press this enter room button, it's the exact same journey as what the individual who is attending the meeting will see. So as you've noticed there's no downloads, there's nothing crazy happening. It's literally one click and then they're straight in. The only exception to that is that the first time that you use the software, there'll be a small pop-up will come up in this kind of top left-hand corner here, which will ask them for access to their camera and mic. They just need to hit the allow button and then they are good to go. So everything inside Odro is controlled by these 7 buttons along the bottom here. If you can see, the first one just shows you the current users in meeting. That's just myself. I can change my name in there if I like. Now, obviously, our software is one-click access, which is great. However, what we don't want to do is we don't want someone else clicking that link just now, because we're in a meeting and we don't want them to pop in halfway through. So the same way that you would do in a normal physical meeting room is what you want to do is lock the door. So you can see here the second icon is to start a private session. So once everybody's here that we want to be in, if I hit that, it's going to give me a warning to let me know that there's only one person in. I'm sure I want to move to that private session. Hit start private session. And what that does is it cuts us off and takes us into an entirely new session. Now, if someone else was to click that link at the moment, they then wouldn't be able to access the meeting or interview which is taking place. All right, so next button along is to start and stop your camera feed. So I can turn my camera off at any point. What that then does is it shows me the green pulse in the top corner, which shows that my microphone is still being picked up by the software. And that's that there. Big red button in the middle is to hang up. If you've not worked that out by now, then you're probably a bit slow. And the button after that is probably the most commonly used one within our software, which is to start and stop recording. To start a recording, all I literally do is press that button there. As you'll see, that icon will start flashing blue. The archiving on tab will come up along the bottom to let everybody in the meeting know that a recording is taking place. And yeah, everything that we're now doing or saying is being recorded. If I want to stop the recording, sorry, I'll literally hit that button. And that's it done. So I can start and stop recording as much as I want, as many times as I want throughout the entire meeting. There's no issue with that. And all those recordings are stored in the back office dashboard area. The second video on this welcome pack will show you how to access that dashboard area and how to create video shortlists and all that kind of stuff and do all the kind of nice things that you want to be doing with that video. The next one is the chat window. Again, I can open this in here and chat back and forward with the individual, give them my email address, because saying dougie@odro.co.uk isn't always the easiest when you've got a Glaswegian accent. And the final one is screen sharing. So I can share anything else that I've got open at the moment on my computer if I wish. So if I look at Spotify, for example, just excuse my music choice and hit the share screen button. If I then select application window and choose to share Spotify, you can then see that Spotify is now being shared inside here. Now, anything that I then do on this is being replicated inside Odro. If I just minimize that. Now, the key here is obviously you need to have both programs running at one time. So I've got Odro running on the left-hand side of my screen, as you can see, and then I've got Spotify running on the right. That's the same would be if I had a spreadsheet or if I had a CV, or if I wanted to share a tab with a client's LinkedIn profile or something along those lines, just for doing prep. And yeah, you're pretty much good to go. The final thing about this is obviously if you are screen sharing, it's worth noting that you cannot control it inside Odro. So if you see in here, if I try and click on anything in Odro, nothing's going to change here. I can't change, the tabs. I have to do it on the actual program itself. It just means that the other party or the other parties involved in the meeting can't edit any documents or anything that you share with them. Just gives you guys increased security. And that's pretty much it. It's dead simple to use, obviously, but if you have any questions or if there's anything that you're not sure about, then just give us a shout. Thanks.